Hey, we're out here. Real quick, if you own a commercial building, if you manage a commercial building, if you're in charge of maintenance, just give me like 2 minutes. Let me show you something really, really cool what we're doing out here today. So we're up on a building that we maintain. So this is under a maintenance contract that is, to say that it's about $1,000 a year for a building this size. Okay, so this is nice 20,000 square foot building. Not a roof that we installed, but it was a roof that we got called out for last year because of all the repairs, all the leaks that were happening. They really wanted to file a claim and get a new roof. There was nothing here that was able to be claimed besides just well, again, I mean, you could claim your interior damage, but that was it. Now we got called out here because we're almost at our 1 year mark, and they had a leak. Now we just cleared off a lot of ice and stuff up here to be able to get to everything. There's still a little bit running here and there, but we've been up here for a couple hours, and this is where the leak was. So my guys that are in this work can see there's no cut edge sealant around this, and after a freeze, there's just little things that open up. Now you can see a ton of patchwork. If you're looking, you'll see all kinds of patchwork that we've done that we did last year. But for the same exact price as coming out here to do that repair, we're also doing this year's worth of maintenance. And it doesn't cost anything extra at all. So all these little things that have opened up. So that's last year. It's all kinds of stuff that we did last year. New stuff, new opening. Last year, all around this AC was last year, including, by the way, we're resealing some of the HVAC guys. That's really their job, but we're here, so we're just gonna do it because we're here, and no need to call an extra guy to come get up on the roof. We didn't install it this way, but we can make sure it doesn't leak. There's one that needs to be done. There's some of last year's work. There's some of last year's, and there's some of this year's work. So on and on and on. Which, by the way, this used to be a black EPDM roof. It was way too hot inside of this area, even with that large AC. And we went ahead and coated this entire area. That was a separate bid, but it needed to be replaced. But this was a, alternative that cost about a tenth of the price. There's some more work being done all along this expansion joint. There's been different issues. Well, sorry, not this expansion joint, but this one over here. He's about to clean and weld all these spots. Thank you, sir. Here's some of last year's work. I mean, we did probably 100 repairs because everybody that had been out here said this roof is just, it was installed improperly. It's got all kinds of, bad welds, stuff like that that's just coming apart. And, everybody said, well, I mean, you can just see they used termination bar as the flashing. That's the kind of job that was done here. But if you look at the actual membrane, it's in good condition. So if I can get you, kind of close up on the membrane itself, it's fine. But what needed to be done was to get it up to NDL standard. Now, unless you put all new coping and follow SMACNA rules and all that stuff, it's not going to be exactly at NDL standard. But the membrane and the water tightness of it is going to last another 10 years, no problem. You don't need a brand new roof. Now, what we're doing this year is probably 40 repairs for the price of one call. You call a roofer out, like, hey, my roof's leaking, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, it's $1,000, $2,500, whatever it is. And you got all the interior damage. Instead, this is all preventative maintenance, and it's all being done for that one charge. You can count on it every year to be the same exact amount, and you're fully certified. You get a certificate, you get a warranty, you get peace of mind, you get all the records, including, what things to expect in the future, what to start budgeting for. Maybe it's 10 years from now. So I'm just looking at some of the ice that's still on here. And yeah, and instead of waiting for something to happen and not having any kind of peace of mind, not having a thorough inspection done, not having any service records, you get all that for the price of one repair. So I highly suggest doing it. Stick with, actual factory certified companies, because then we can give you an actual stamp saying that everything was done as per manufacturer specifications. The roof is under an actual warranty from a certified company. And when you give that to your insurance company, ask your agent, like, well, what do we get for maintaining our building? We're doing everything we can do in our power to maintain this building, and we're using quality companies, not, just some Joe Schmo. And that's fully insured, fully certified, workers' comp, everything you could ever want from a roofing company. It's yours for the price of calling out for one repair. Anyway, just think about it, and if you like it, hey, maybe call us. We're available all throughout DFW, Houston, Austin. Thanks.